Om Sai Ram. My name is Aarti. I'm living in Bangalore and working in a MNC company. I'm very happy to be a part of this podcast. Thank you one and all for the lovely and positive responses that we are receiving. May God bless you all with good health and happiness. For people who are going through tough times in life, may God heal you and bless you in abundance and give you all the strength to come out of the tough situation. I wish you all peace. Without much dragging, I am blessed to recite one of the miracle story of Baba. This happened in the year 1990. As far as Vivek, a devotee from Mumbai, is concerned, nothing in life is of value if it is devoid of Baba's grace. His life revolves around Baba, and at one point in his life, Baba enabled him to overcome demeaning circumstances. Now, with Baba's grace, he is happy and contented. Once, his relatives requested him to take them to Shirdi. The group consisted of a few women and children. He had a large van and they comfortably reached Shirdi. They stayed overnight and early next morning attended the Kakad Arati and had a satisfying darshan of Baba. After having breakfast, his relatives suggested that they would like to visit Akkalkot from there. So they packed their belongings and got ready to set out. At that time, it was about 11 a.m. Vivek was unaware that Akkalkot was far away from Shirdi. He asked the driver how long it would take to reach Akkalkot, and the driver told him that they would reach in about 2 hours. At that time, he was unaware that the driver neither knew the route to Akkalkot nor did he knew how far away it was from Shirdi. They decided that they would have lunch at Akkalkot as they would reach there by 1 pm. After traveling for 2 hours, there was no sign of Akkalkot and Vivek hadn't the slightest clue where they had reached. The driver reassured them time and again saying, "Look, we have nearly reached." With the help of the road sign, the driver had finally taken the route via Sholapur after it had dawned on him that the road of Akkalkot was via Sholapur. Every now and then, he would reassure his passengers that they would be reaching in a short while. Finally, they reached Akkalkot late at night, tired and hungry. Akkalkot is a small remote village without facilities and hotels. Vivek decided to first get a room where the women and children would rest while he could find some place to have a meal. The Sansthan's Bhakta Niwas was under construction, so it was out of question. Every place around had closed for the night, and he could neither find a room nor a restaurant to eat something. The kids were clamoring for some food and their condition was pitiable. He told the driver to drive on the find some place that provided something to eat, but everywhere it was dark and deserted. Finally, he found one shack that sold betel leaves, and next to that was a tin shack hotel which was closed. Hunger was gnawing at his stomach, so he asked the owner if they would have something to eat. The owner informed him that every place was closed and was impossible to get any food, but in the morning he could get a meal. Intensely hungry, he had to find a place to eat. So they drove ahead and again they were disappointed. So they turned around. Again he stopped at the shop and pleaded with the owner. But what could the shop owner do? All he could do was provide him with a sympathetic ear. Finally, Vivek decided to go further into village hoping he would find some restaurant there. But again he was met with disappointment. When all else failed, he called on Baba. "Baba, what kind of test are you putting me through? There are small children with me and they are starving. It's unbearable for me to see their plight. Baba, at least for their sake, provide us some food." Vivek then asked the driver to drive slowly back to the shop they had stopped at first. What happened next left him speechless. As they approached the shop, the owner came running, waving his hand, asking them to stop. "Sir, stop. Come inside the hotel," he said excitedly. Vivek didn't know what was happening or what to expect. They all trooped into hotel and saw 4 or 5 stainless steel buckets lined up, all filled with piping hot, delectable food. The food looked heavenly. One bucket had cashew pulao, while the other bucket had potato curry, puri, rice, and lentil gravy. Astonished, Vivek inquired. A short while ago, you said that there was nothing in the restaurant to eat. Then where did this food come from? Excitedly, he replied, Sir, what can I tell you? You had hardly left this place when an old man hurriedly came here, bringing all this food with him. He said, My children are terribly hungry. They will return in a short while. Feed them with food and let. Vivek instantly knew that nobody but Baba could have done such a compassionate thing. Then all of them sat down and ate the ambrosial prasad. With each morsel of food that Vivek put into his mouth, tears of gratitude rolled down in his cheeks. Vivek and his relatives stayed at Akalkot for 2 days, and on their way home, they stopped at the better leaf shop to thank the owner. The owner, however, told him the old man hadn't returned to take his buckets back. So, this is all about the story, and this will be the miracle. This can be the miracle that can happen to anybody who is a devotee of Baba. It's no wonder that in whatever form he helps people, he will not let his children go unattended at any time or at any cost. Thank you for listening to me. Please like, share, and subscribe our channel. Om Sai Ram. Thank you.